The Curse of the Roses, Episode 6. Containment was no longer possible. The handyman waited. He lingered at the edge of the garden, boots paused in the gravel, watching me move among the roses. I was aware of him, and then I wasn't. Even his steady, helpful hands could not compete with petals and thorns. The scent was irresistible. Containment was no longer possible. I had endured the reality of men for too long. The roses were calling, not asking, calling. The scent pressed in, thick and almost alive, until choice dissolved. I let the garden consume me. I gave myself fully to the roses, deep, bodily, undeniable. For the first time in a long while, nothing was required of me. Time loosened. The world softened, was no longer escaping. I was returning. The ritual took over. I did not resist it. I did not want to. I stepped into the roses, arms out, fingers threading through petals, thorns catching lightly at skin that remembered their bite. I had been away too long. The roses pulled me, wrapped me, claimed me. I let them wash over me. I was no longer walking through a garden. I was swimming in it. Morning light slanted through the garden, soft and sharp. Thorns pricked, fragrance clung, thick and addictive. The air was heavy, almost alive. Every motion anchored me here, to this ritual, to this place. I breathe in, waiting for it, for the sweetness, for the depth. It's still there, but thinner, fragile, as if it could vanish at any moment. One day, I know, I will breathe in and there will be nothing. No life answering back, just air that gives nothing, air that burns my nose anyway, turns my stomach, wrong in a way I can't explain. The roses will still bloom. They will look perfect. And that is what terrifies me. I've seen it before. Flowers grown empty. I will not let that day arrive here. It must never happen again. I moved toward the fountain. My hand fit a groove worn into the stone, a mark I had scratched, crossed out, and scratched again. The water was lower than yesterday. Just a little, but enough. A slight worry coiled in my chest, though I couldn't name why. Something shifted, not the wind. Petals trembled, ripples kissed the fountain's surface. Time seemed impatient, brushing against me, teasing me towards something I could not yet see. The fountain is not marble, it never was. Limestone, uneven, pitted. Some pieces pressed with faint fossils. Memory itself worn into its surface. Water has worn it down patiently. So has whatever else has passed through it. The fountain runs, smelling faintly of the lake, mineral, green, alive. But when it slows, the scent thins. Not rot at first, something worse. A warning, a whisper that time is slipping, that something depends on what comes next. When the fountain slows, the scent changes. Sulfur, rot, something that burns my nose and turns my stomach. Chalky, dry, wrong. And with it comes the fear, the ticking at the edges of my mind, the reminder of what death could do if I let it slip in. I feel it pressing, threatening to overtake the roses, to undo everything. The water is lower than yesterday, just enough to make me pause. My pulse tightens. Almost time. Everything rests on him, the handyman. Does he like me? Really like me? I can't tell. Ice cream shared, hand-me-downs left in place. Signals I want to read, but maybe misread. Brotherly, perhaps. Doubts creep in, wishing this were easier. But I have faith. This is not for him, not for warmth or human attention. This is for the roses. They bleed for me, and I must bleed for them. The fountain waits, the water lowers. I must be ready. I do not look at the roses, I look at the stone, because stone remembers. If something beautiful depended on you, what would you sacrifice?